This is Vol with the TORSyndicate, and I am here with Hull Hood. Hull, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
I'm doing wonderful. You enjoying the convention so far?
Oh yes, very much. The level of enthusiasm from the fans is just amazing.
Awesome. And now, if you could take just a minute, let everybody know exactly what you do on the tour team.
Right. So I'm Hull Hood. I'm a senior writer at BioWare Austin, working on Star Wars: The Old Republic. I am the primary writer on the Jedi Knight Class and the co-author of the Smuggler class. And I wrote the Terrell 5 Flashpoint that people are playing here at PAX today.
Cool. Now, I asked Daniel Erickson this, so I'll ask you too. Do you have access to the holocron?
Sure, lots of them. No.
The papier-mâché one, right?
Right. I consult the holocron in my mind.
Awesome, awesome. Now, speaking of Terrell 5, we went through the instance this morning. It was a blast. I mean, it was awesome. And my first time getting my hands on the game, so I want to thank you guys for bringing that specifically. Now, you said you're the primary writer for the instance.
That's correct.
What went? I guess what was the process of choosing, creating and choosing that planet? Because it's not found anywhere else. Am I correct?
That's correct. We wanted to create something that was new, that players, when they heard of it, they wouldn't immediately go, "Oh, I know that place." We wanted to go, "Oh, Terrell 5, what's that?" Sort of thing. We wanted it to be, something that felt unexplored, something that people wouldn't immediately feel like they already knew everything about it. They knew exactly how they were going to play it. We wanted people to land on that planet and immediately not know what they were getting into, and to have that tension and suspense of, okay, we're deep in hostile territory, and we have no idea what we're going to do next, or encounter around the next corner.
Well, I can say it was my first time getting my hands on the game, so I kind of had that feeling anyway.
Right.
But the guides and everything were very helpful, and I have to say the game looks really polished. From the videos we've seen early on and things like that, it looks phenomenal.
Thank you.
We want to just tell you guys, great job, because it is fun to play. And for all those people who say, it isn't and who haven't actually played it, go in a hole somewhere.
Where everybody on the team is just working round the clock as hard as they can to make this the best possible experience for players that we can deliver, because we want it to be an amazing experience. We want people to want to play this game for years and years.
Definitely, and going back to you saying that people are working, constantly on it. I think I've seen a couple of tweets at like 2 a.m. from Steven saying I'm headed home. So
we keep odd hours. We're creative people. So.
It happens.
Sometimes there's a night shift. It's just the way it works out.
Now going into the Jedi Knight class, what's some of the influence that the others? I guess that some of the backstory for the Jedi has had in that class, if you can tell us, obviously.
Backstory for the Jedi Knight in terms of, can you restate the question a little bit for me?
As far as the Jedi Order goes, how much of the Jedi Knight story revolves directly around dealing with the Jedi Council and things like that?
Right. Well, of course, the Jedi Knight is dealing directly with the Council. You are dealing directly with the head of the Grand Master of the Jedi Council, Master Satele Shan. And yes, you are always at the center of the most explosive events occurring in the galaxy. You are always the one tasked with, basically being all that stands between the Republic and utter defeat. And not just that, but also you are trying to keep the Sith at bay while the Jedi rebuild from the devastation of the sacking of Coruscant and the destruction of the Jedi Temple there.
Okay, and I guess as just a final question here, what's probably the favorite thing that you've seen here at PAX so far?
The smiles on people's faces when they come out after playing the game, and the people like high-fiving each other, and after beating the boss fight on Terrell 5, which is very hard. Not very many groups have managed to succeed at that, but when you see them come out, they just had a blast, working together, playing together, and that's just something I really want to emphasize for people, is that we are making a truly multiplayer game. We want people to group up, we want people to adventure together, because it's more fun. It's more exciting to get together as a group and have a great time. That's not to say that you can't play the game by yourself. You can, but I just think that there's so much to the experience that you get playing with other people.
All right, awesome, Hall. I want to thank you so much for taking the time. We know you're busy, so just thank you so much for putting everything together and for taking the time to talk to us today.
It's my pleasure. I had a great time.
All right, thank you.